Alrighty. Hello. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Good afternoon. Drua. Ankit, hello. Snoopy, LFK, hello, hello. Cloudiac, Mayhem. Ninewalker, Eric. Scruffy Marks. Neil Koo, hello. Howdy, how's it going? How's the weekend going? How's y'all's Fridays? Spelled like Niku? Sounds good. Niku it is. Alright, so here we are with another build. Today we are building an Ella from Alchemist Keyboards. It's 75%. So yeah, so this one's actually for a client. Hold on, give me a sec here. Sick Deathmat? Yeah, I like it. It's been a while since I put it out actually, so figured it was time. Get it back out from the closet. Alright, so nothing crazy. Actually, I don't think I've seen this keyboard being built. Maybe that prototype at some point, but it's probably been a while now. So I actually need to look up if there's any instructions for it or anything like that that I need to know. Let's see about the board. Top burger mount, okay, that's cool. PCB with daughterboard, plates, aluminum, brass, polycarb, FR4 options. Alright, cool. Alright, I think the rest is pretty straightforward. Alright, so let's get started. Where's my that stuff that I needed here? Give me one sec. I think I actually forgot. Oh no, here they are. Here they are. Switches. I think the stabs should be here inside. Yep, stabs. And let's see, miscellaneous parts, daughterboard. What looks like adhesive O-rings for the burger mount. And screws, feet, daughterboard. Alpaca with alpaca stabs? Yeah. Yeah. Got the full Prime KB setup here. Looks like we're not going to use the FR4 plate today. We're going to use the alu plate. So FR4 plate goes into the pocket. We have our PCB here. And the board. Alright. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it has 0.75U blockers. But I was asked to build this with 625, which is kind of an interesting choice. I think people whose habits are to type with the standard ANSI, I guess 65 is the way to go. So, all right, let's move along with it. Soren, hello. Oh, Soren's a rating. Oh, that's a lot of fricks. Hello. Young 1200, hello. Ankit, Kujo, Morningstar, Pra Chai, hello. How's it going? Frick. Frick indeed. How's it going in this frickin' Saturday? You were chilling? Doing what? Were you doing anything particular today, Soren? Alright, here we have our PCV. A collaboration with Mr. Upas from Kanekys. And then in the middle it says Ella right there. Pretty nice. Has a big flex cut down the middle. No LED support from what it looks like. Daughter board connector right there in the middle. STM32 chip. Genshin? Oh, what were you doing on Genshin? Genshit and Osu to farm channel points? What are you doing on Genshin? What's there to do? 25 minutes of Osu because I didn't want to end before the 2-hour mark? Oh, I see. Alright, so I guess these O-rings are for the top mount screws. Yeah, feet. I'm not sure if they're on already. Oh, they're not. So install some feet here. So the case is a nice all black aluminum here. It's kind of dirty actually. Anyway, all black aluminum with some smudges from greasy fingers. But otherwise, it has the Alchemist keyboard logo in the back. The curves are kind of interesting. Very, very cool. Side profile wise, it looks nice. And the back has a very sharp, kind of wave-like curve over there. Nice and smooth side here. Seamless style. Top. And these, yeah, it is a 75% board. With 0.75 U blockers, which is kind of interesting. Have you considered the Vero by Alchemist Keyboards Antipode? No. I have to skip the Vero. It looks very nice though. Story quest? Oh, I see. Did you already do the Archon quest? Or were you just doing character story quest today? Soren. It's E-Black? Oh, this is E-Black? It's not anodized? Oh man, this is E-Black? Oh, maybe it is E-Black then. I mean, well, it looks... I have to say, the texture is just like anodized aluminum. It's very, very nice. Well, maybe that's why it smudges more easily. Maybe it's the texture of the surface coating. That said, I do have kind of sweaty hands, so that might explain it too. Interesting. I started the desert one, and one of the characters is annoying AF. I see. No worries, Bumpy. Alright, let's put these feet on. Comes with the nice rectangular feet. Hello, Aetherak. So happy you managed to buy a W1AT. Oh, nice. I know that lots of people really wanted that board. Hola, Diego, Killer B. Hola. Which character are you talking about? Oh, actually, I guess maybe we don't have to spoil it for other people if they play. But yeah, there are a few annoying characters in the story quest. Anyway, you guys have had any plans for this weekend? Also, election day is coming up. If you're in the US, I want to encourage people, if you are in the US, if you have the ability to vote in the United States, please vote. There's a very good chance that the seats will flip. But yeah, participating in your civil duties like the elections is kind of important. But so I just want to kind of put a word out there that it is important to vote. That's going to be election day this Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, just be sure to be out there. And if you already have access to early voting, you know, why not? Normally the locations are a bit different, so. All right. All right, let's take the plate out first. So looks like we have some Torx screws here. Pretty small ones actually. I'm not sure if T6 will work. It does, okay. Hello, how are we? I'm doing all right. How are you, Mike? Beautiful day here. Nice. It's a pretty warm day out here in New York City today. It's like, what's that? It's like 70s, 24 degrees Celsius today. I think the hottest time of the day. So pretty warm today. It's November. It's first week of November, and we're hitting pretty high temperatures, which is, you know, kind of weird. But so it goes. Hellbent, hello. What's up? How's it going? I'm sweating in my room right now. Yeah. Are you just home, Toki? All right. They're coming off the screws. I'm just chilling. I'm sick right now, so I'm taking time just to relax. Oh, that's good. But I'm sorry to hear you're sick. I hope you recover soon. Never a fun time to be sick, so. In Germany, it's rainy as always in the autumn? I see. We haven't had much rain this time. I guess maybe we'll see a little bit more of it later, but we haven't seen too much rain right now. Wow, these plate screws are massive. Okay. What are these, like M3? -5 Celsius up here and snow? Oh wow. Completely different weather from here. Would you buy Nixies? Are you talking about the new ones? Rice Soy, hello. Hello from the Philippines. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. What's Sockin' one drunk man? What's up? Mr. Kupo, how's it going? Cold AF in Brazil too for this month. Should be hot right now. Oh yeah, you guys have flipped the weather. I mean, cause southern hemisphere. It's kind of weird. They look exactly like the plate screws on bias. Yeah. M3 over M2 anytime of the day. I mean, okay, for sure. I mean, I personally say M2 only goes for daughter boards, and I think the rest should be M2.5 and bigger. That's my personal opinion on screw usage in cases. I feel like M2 is just way too small for most purposes, other than like very small things. So yeah. Baking cookies, ooh, yummy. Chocolate chip? Or what kind? The new ones? Yeah, I would buy the new ones. I like the I mean, I honestly like the Milky Top housing. I think they look cool. It's like extra cool factor, you know? Oh, do I need to remove this thing to be able to remove the plate? Oh, that's an interesting way of doing this. I see. Okay, that's different. So it uses these internal aluminum pieces here, so you have to remove these guys in order to remove the plate. It's somewhat different. So this kind of like this seamless kind of solution uses these extra screws here. I'm not sure if you can see. So it has these 3 screws, and then you can remove this aluminum piece at the top, and then one at the bottom. Any tips on how to clean the mouse pad? If you're talking about just generic desk pads, a lot of them are machine washable. Just put them in the machine, you know, in a washing machine with just a small amount of detergent and run it cold. But if you don't, you can just use a soft brush and use a small amount of detergent and just wash, like spot clean, and then rinse. Like dust pads, especially. When do you add Naruhodo? I don't know. I didn't. I think Soren did. So I'm gonna make a case that use M4 only. Chonkers screws only. All right, there comes off the plate. Just a standard aluminum plate. Should I be putting these back? Man, it's kind of. I have to say it's kind of extra to have these. But okay, whatever. Maybe I'll just keep them off. I mean, as long as I know how to line them up, which should be pretty easy. Okay, cool. So glad I have to build this that lose at least 1 screw. It does happen, yeah. Yeah, it happens to me too. Yeah, you can put desk mats into a washing machine. Yeah, a lot of them you can. Yeah, you can just put them into a washing machine, run them cold, and then air dry. With which laundry detergent? Fine or for color? Oh, I just use my regular clothes detergent. I just use a small amount, and then yeah, just any like generic detergent is fine. And then for a program, I just do anything that's for cold wash, just so that it doesn't bleed any colors by accident or anything like that. You don't know how the printing's on the mat, so it's better to just run it cold. I hand scrub mine. That works fine too, to be honest. If you have like spots that you need to clean, I guess that's probably the best way, honestly, because that way you don't have to wait that long for it to dry. But if there's like bigger marks or like spills or something like that, yeah, might as well just chuck it in the wash. Alright, so let's see if this shows up here. Alright, there it is, Ella. If Instagram died today, where would you post board pics? Reddit? Twitter? My own Discord server? Pretty much everywhere else that I post pictures, but just not on Instagram. You know? In fact, Instagram gets like the, you know, like the lowest quality pictures. Because they are actually like I think I export those at 1440p actually, because it's gonna get compressed anyway. Even if you export at full resolution, they get compressed to shit. So I just export them all at 1440p. Flickr, no. Flickr, not anymore. Flickr was good when their policy was good, but their policy has changed, and it's not worth it to upload to Flickr anymore. Yeah, I mean, of course, self-hosting is the easiest way. I mean, that's how you just get a website. There you go. VL or Vile or Via? This is Via right now. Do I prefer one or the other? I don't mind either way. Either works fine for me. I don't really care. Whichever goes is fine. Alright, so layouts. Bottom row, there's 625. So we're gonna do that. Let's see here. I'm just gonna make this the layer key for now. And I'm gonna make this like delete or something, so I don't get confused. Alright, cool. You should post on History? Oh. What for? What would that be the point of? Like, what would be the point of doing that? How do you change from layer 1 to layer 2? Very easy. You just click on the 2 button there. So like right now on my M6, you just oh, and how do you switch it? You go to the layer section here. And then the MO means momentarily turning certain layer on, and you can just map it to one position that you want. Yeah, it's pretty easy. You can look up any, like pretty much any QMK guide and it'll show you. Oh yeah, Diego, where do you import stream elements command from to Fossa? Oh, I just copied them one by one, copy paste. It was pretty easy. It only took like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Alright, cool. Let's get started with stabs. So let's see. And when I type and need F1, 2, etc. and have 65%, so you would do, what I would do is I would put MO1 in one of the keys, that wherever you want it, and up to you wherever you want to put it. And then I would put, you know, you go to layer 1. So layer 0 is your base layer. That's where everything is when you type things. You go to layer 1, where it's like the one layer below it. And then you would map F1 through F12 on the number keys. So F1 through F12. And then that would become your F row. And then you can just access it using the momentarily turn on layer and then that key, right? It should be pretty intuitive. I mean, the best way to do it is just to try and see how it works out for you layout wise. If it doesn't, then, you know, you can switch it up. Alright, let's see. Left shift, space bar, enter, and backspace. How to change layers, which key to press for it to change? Oh, you program that momentarily turn on layer key, MO, and then parenthesis. You should just look up the QMK key code guide. If you hover over every each of the If you hover over the keys on VIA, it shows you at the very bottom what they do. But let me see. Yeah, so you can look at the key code stuff right here. I'll link it to you. There. It's not very difficult once you try it. So just give it a shot and see how it goes. Just bought more R59? More? Do you buy some before and use it already, Koopo? I lost my... Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, I'm almost done with my 205 jar here. That's my... Is this my second jar now? I think. This is my second jar of 205 or something like that. And then I got like 3 more now, I think. Or 2 more? I have a lot of 205. What is the difference between R59 and 205? Oh, R59 is very different. It's completely different. 205 is a PTFE based lubricant, grease. And then R59 is basically like a dry curing lubricant where you basically, it's like a concentrate mixed with water, like this, like DI water or something like that. And then you basically apply it to a surface and it'll cure. So it basically forms like a layer of, kind of like a layer of resin almost, you know? So it'll cure onto the plastic. So it forms a smooth layer of material on the plastic, like a film kind of, right? That's R59. 205 is just a grease, so it lubricates with grease-like properties. That's the jar 21 colorful pilots. Oh man. SMH. Yo? On ban reason? Ban reason? Yo? Sorry, this is like a like a Discord inside joke because basically someone posted a dumb link and then I was like and then someone, like, you know, one of my mods, like Ponar I think, actually muted this person. And I was like, next time they do something stupid like this, just ban them. And then, you know, we just banned them anyway. And then I got a DM saying, ban reason? And it was like, it was not even just like a DM that said anything else. It was just, at lightning. Ban reason? At lightning. Yo? I was like, it should be self-explanatory, right? I didn't even respond. I just left it at that. Why I went to use R59? You just have to try it, but basically it's in order to... So a dry, like, you know, a dry lubricant like that basically cures and it's kind of like stays dry. So it's like... So it's almost like a smoother surface over the original surface. So it's if you like, for example, it's if you enjoy like that stock typing experience, like a stock sound of that like dry plastic to plastic rubbing kind of sound. Like if you enjoy that, that's how that could justify using R59. Basically like a smoother version of stock. The only problem with R59 is one layer isn't enough. You need to do it like 3 times. You need to do it like, you need to apply that cure, like you need to apply that layer and let it cure like 3 times. So it takes like basically like over an entire day. Basically it takes like 2 days to do that whole process. I mean, you could put them like in a very lightly warm like oven or something, like at 175 Fahrenheit or something like that, and like, you know, it could cure a little bit more quickly because it dries more quickly. But yeah, it's just work. I tried and didn't like it nearly as much as Thin Grease. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. It was pretty popular back in the day for for a lot of like these Korean builds. Like in Korea, it was a pretty popular lubricant to use for a bit, but it is a lot of work, so people don't use it as much anymore either. I mean, it's the same kind of like in the West. Has anyone bag loop stems in RO59? You could do that, but the problem is you would have to let them drip out. Like, you would have to let it dry somehow, and you would have to basically have a collection spot where excess could drip. But I think the problem with back looping stems with something like that would be that if the excess doesn't actually fall off, like it would pull at the end of a surface because of surface tension. At least when you do it with a brush, it sticks to the brush. NA lube meta to drown switches in 205? Well, you wouldn't say NA, it's like worldwide now. Technically. Thanks, Nathan? I don't think Nathan was really who did that anyway. There's people who lube way more heavily than him. Or preference-wise anyway. I just mean the 205 thing? I mean, 205 was gonna happen regardless of Nathan. Because 3204 and 205 came around the same time, and that was like way in like 2017 or something like that. 2018 maybe. It's pretty early. I mean, the 205 for everything meta, is it? I mean, I think it's just versatile, yeah. Because you can use it as like stab lube, and then you can also use it as switch, and you can actually control how much you add. Like, you just don't have to lube every single part. Two five was intended as an experienced lube. I guess that's kind of true. I mean, for any thicker, well, that applies to any thick lubricant rather, because it's easy to overlube with thick lubricants in general. So the idea is that you figure out how to control how much you put on the surfaces that you're applying to. Our 205 is too slow for switches for me. Yeah, that's fair. I only loop stems with 205 and nothing else. I don't touch the housing at all. Is 205 the way to go? Are there other good lubricants? There's a bunch. Honestly, you just kind of have to try and see how you like them. But yeah, 205 is popular. You can also try like Tribosys 3203 or 3204, which are thinner basically. Some people try oils like Krytox 105, 106, etc. But again, you won't know until you try. The only problem with oils is that they do run. So like they can pool at the bottom if you over apply it, and then you'll have this like weird sloshing sound, or it'll just sound like not lubricated because it just pooled at the bottom. Oh. $3204 is awesome. Picked up RO59 and what? Virtual? What's virtual? Oh, Krytox solvent. Oh, I see. Yeah, so to clean. I think my GS2 did that. Yeah, so there's like mixes. I think GS1 and GS2 are probably like mixes, like between oil and binders, so I think they probably they just separate it. Kind of similar to like GHV4 does that too. And a lot of Crytox mixes used to do that too, like the thinner, thick Mkawa mixes that like Geekies and other places used to sell. Those also would separate. Need to get grease off the browns first? Oh, I see. That sounds like a lot of work. You know, I feel like I would just get new switches at that point. GS2 separated in the syringe, which is why I'm expecting the switch side loop with it to run. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah. I mean, it will separate no matter what container you have it in. Even if it's like air free or whatever. It's just gravity. Difference in densities. Yeah, it's just back loop your stems with oil like me easy. That works, I guess. If you don't mind if it being like a little oily at the cruciform portion. Helps MX Clear slide into caps? That's fair. So wait, is it confirmed that MX Clear stems are the same? They are, right? I'm sure they are going to be the same. I highly doubt that they would have changed MX Clear stems at all. There's no point. Like, I don't think there's demand for it. Like, the enthusiast demand doesn't count. Let's be honest. I mean, people should be even surprised we even have projects that are not like that are born from collaborations with the enthusiast community vendors. That's already a surprise. I don't know if we should even expect more than that, to be quite honest. Should be the same? Yeah, that's no surprise. That said, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, honestly, if you are not careless, completely careless, you shouldn't really be having issues with the stems like stretching or like, you know, snapping caps or anything like that. I haven't really seen that happen too often. Or at least for me, it hasn't happened, but I definitely have heard accounts of people having issues, but it's definitely more out of carelessness rather than it being super common. Listen, we have memed that switch into reality. I see this as a win. Yeah, me too. Me too. Nixies! Oh my god, it has a milky top! Yeah, boy. Milky top. Hey. 60 cents for Nixies or $5 for Nixies? I think 60 cents is still nice. It still says cherry on it. $0.30 for blacks, but where? Which stores? Is that like how much is it all together including shipping? Gian? Yeah, so how much is it including shipping? If you get a bag of 90 switches, how much does it divide out to be? Total. Mechanical Keyboards has pretty good prices now. Oh, nice. I'm so used to seeing them have like 50-cent plus switches. Right? For Cherry MX, I think that was their usual price for a while, for pretty much forever. Maybe until just recently. Since they have to compete. Your problem is you only buy 90? Well, I never buy from Gion in the first place. I don't think I have a single order from Gion Works. So there's no problem when there's no order. I got most of my MX Blacks back in like 2018 or something like that. I think I got like 1,000 back then. And then I think I got like another like 1,000 vintage blacks. Or like 800 vintage blacks back in the day. And then forgot about it. As in like didn't buy any more switches. Alright, there we go. Are we back? Okay, cool. I guess we're back. Alright. Sorry about that. Got disconnected. Oh, cool. Diego has the same no-face coin thing as me. Never noticed that. Oh, yeah, the coin eating thing. Yeah, I do. I've had it since it released. It was a long time ago. You know what I miss in this era of boundless switch testers? Doesn't KBD fans have one of those gigantic switch testers now? By the way, LFK. Finn Black's Vin stream. Lamau. I was worried sick. Hello, Manoli. How are you? NK switch testers? Oh, yeah, that's true. My first Novel Keys order was a Novel Keys switch tester. Actually, sorry, MG Sickler, switch tester back in the day when it was not even called Novel Keys. That was my first big mic order. I remember. Doing well, sir? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay, man. Just been busy, but I'm doing alright. NK switch testers goated. My first keyboard purchase. Oh, cool. Whoop. I still type novelkeys.xyz. Same. I type novelkeys.xyz all the time. All the freaking time. And then it just redirects to novelkeys.com, but yeah. This hobby wouldn't be the same without Mike. I mean, yeah, for sure. We wouldn't have box switches. We wouldn't have NK creams or like the Kale cream switches. We wouldn't have a lot of stuff, that's for sure. We wouldn't have a lot of these license sets and license, like, kind of like precedents for that. Yeah. GMK Color Chrome is super nice. I don't like that it's like WS2. Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like about it. Actually, the main reason I didn't get it. Otherwise, I think I would have considered it. Alright, we're done with this jar. This jar is gone. Done. No more. New jar. Ta-chan. No Tfue board. Yeah. Glarses might not have made that enormous keyboard. Oh, you mean that Big Switch? Oh, that's right. Big Switch is also. Oh shit, this is like stuck to the cap and it's not good. How do I make this so it's not too messy? Right there. Right there. How much is that jar? I don't know. A lot. This is probably like 250 grams of Krytox. I don't know, it's quite a lot. I'm pretty sure I bought like a kilo at some point, so yeah. And I've already run through like I think I've used like, let's see, so since I've used like 2 of these jars, I guess. Is that 205 or XH? This is 205. I've used like 2 jars of these, so yeah, I've used quite a bit. I've used like half a kilo of 205, I think, or over half a kilo. Looks good enough for 1 batch of Pingy Tactiles. Smoj. I mean, that said, I do get them at like bulk prices, so it's not as expensive as the prepackaged or the repackaged amount, but even then it's still many hundreds of dollars in lubricant, yeah. I think on my first batch, I think I actually split it with a bunch of people, including Nathan, back in the day. Nathan also ran through those jars really fast back then. Who? The guy who just streamed like yesterday. Tessa Latte, hello. Hello, welcome. Tessa Raid. Hi Kim. How's it going? Hello Raiders, how's it going? What are y'all up to today? Doing the new event today, Diego? Oh, cool. Wait, new like Genshin event? Is there a new one today? I haven't checked. I haven't logged in today. So I wouldn't know yet.
13 months, let's go.
13 months, Senvek, thank you. Hi, I'm going to eat a nap. Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too. I hope you have a good lunch or dinner and nap. Or maybe you're in a different time zone. But yeah, I hope you have a good meal. Is that the Tesla Latte has lurked for 2 years and still not built the board? Damn. Where can I get an Octagon V3 PCB? I have no idea. You'll have to look in the aftermarket probably. Maybe you could check if like the Snow PCB things are available. I think those also were like aftermarket technically, but I don't know. Probably not in any store, that's for sure. I'm building my first board. Ooh, fun. What are you building for your first board? Can you give me advice? Skyland says, my stabs are ticking in one side. You suggest loop the stem or loop the wire? And not awesome stream like always. I personally, so what I suggest, so the way I loop my stabs, I do loop the insert. So I loop on the upper side of the insert, right? Like where the wire is going to go in. And then I loop the wire, like I apply evenly on the wire, like all the way to the L bend here, right? Apply evenly on all sides here, right? And then I grab a little bit more lube on my brush. And then I put basically like a bead of lube, like, you know, it's not quite a bead, but basically a little bit more lube at the top of the wire, because that's where it normally, like the ticking sound comes from there. It comes from the very tip, the edge of the wire. So you just want to apply a little bit more lube to kind of fill that space. And then you put it into the insert. Will you make a video on your rectangle collection? No. I looped them to insert, but now they tick one side. Ticking, unfortunately, is something that you can't control, in the sense that it kind of just happens. Because the lubricant does move over time, like, you know, you keep using it, so the motion is going to cause the lubricant to basically just translate, like move. So you can't avoid that. That's like an unavoidable thing. But that said, it doesn't mean that you can't re-lube or you can't lube it as best as you can at a given point in time. What you can also do is you can also get like a syringe like this. So if you go to like my exclamation gear page on Amazon, I buy these like blunt syringes, and I put a bunch of 205 in them, as you can see, and then I just inject it from the back side of the stab. I was teaching an IRL friend on stream the importance of balancing wires. So I don't balance wires, to be quite honest with you. But what I do is I still like check whether the wire is straight or not. Like if it's not straight enough, or like if it's obviously giving me issues, then I just replace the wire entirely or the stab. But I don't balance wires myself. Yeah, just throw out the wire and get a new one. The reason I say that is because I personally find the idea of balancing wires kind of counterproductive time-wise. Like I would rather spend the extra $2 to get a new stab than spend like the extra 5 minutes trying to straighten a wire that might bend in the other direction too much, essentially. Outlap stabs wire? I just use Durock V2s or Cherry clip-ins or TX or Stabies. That's pretty much all I use these days. I don't mind whichever I use personally, but I just buy those and they seem to work okay. Thanks for the advice. We'll pick up the syringe. I built a Naco ACR Top 75 Al with WS Aurora Blue. The switch sound amazing. That's good. That's good. I have a feeling C3 wires and TX will basically yield to literally no ticking to rattling stock. I wouldn't replace the TX wires with anything. The reason I say that is because I know that both the TX wires and the parts of TX stabs are treated for their own compatibility. So replacing TX parts is probably a bad idea. Like I'm pretty sure the wires are like polished or like you know, they like do some kind of treatment on it. And I've had bad experiences using other wires in TX stabs. So I would not replace... If you're going to use TX stabs, just... Yeah, they're like slightly chamfered, I think, too. So if you're going to use TX stabs, just get new TX stabs. If it's not working. Yeah, so just saying. Don't mess with TX parts unless it's like replacing with their own stuff. Cherry clip-ins then? Yeah, sure. I mean, I've heard of people doing clip-ins with other wires, yeah. Like Durock wires or C3 wires and stuff like that. El Quan, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, TX are great lazy stabs. I mean, they're pretty good as they are, so they definitely require less close attention to modding for them to work properly. What's the equipment command? Want to check the syringe? Exclamation gear should work. Sandstorm? Okay. I haven't used Sandstorm in a while, actually. Whoop. If you're building an endgame board, I don't see harm in an extra 5 to 30 minutes doing something. Yeah, same. I'm gonna give you the exact same reasoning. And if you're building an endgame board, I don't see the harm in spending an extra $5 for another stab or 2, or an extra 20 for a set. Right? That's kind of my reasoning. It's more that I'm equating time for money, and it makes no sense for me to spend the time when I can just spend the money, and it's probably easier. Less random number in a way. I mean, things are under my control when I when I try to balance a wire or something like that. But even then, I feel like human error worse. He'll give you a reason to buy the Geon wire balancing kit? Yeah. I mean, now that they exist, yeah, sure. Bro always trips me up when people get caught up in switches costing 10-15 cents more per switch in an endgame build IMO. Yeah. I mean, whichever works, yeah. Whatever you decide. But it's true. Alright. Hello, back from Meetup. Cherry was there and I got to try Nixies and Ergo Clears. There are Cherry switches, as expected. Well, so I'll say this. When I buy stabs, I never buy one kit of stabs. That's probably why I have the benefit of having several kits. But normally I'll buy like anywhere from 2 to 4 anytime I'm buying stabs, and then as I start running out, I buy more. Do you buy stabs bulk too? Yeah. Like for example, cherry clip-ins, I think I bought like 500 of them at once, or 300 of them at once. I think it was 300 actually, not 500. Well, I answer those. These are Moondrop variations. Cologne meetup. Nice. So yeah, it was fun. I take it, Funzy. Meetups are always good. I like meetups a lot, personally. They can be pretty tiring though, but yeah, they're fun. Bunch of cool stuff there, nice. So Ergo clears and Nixies are cherry switches. What's new? Variations nice into Lure 2. Right now I actually am running them into the DAC, into my baby phase, but because there's a smaller delay there from using it as monitors. But yeah, when I'm listening to music, I can put them into Lure 2, and that's not a problem. Could you explain the difference between E-coat and anodized surface? Yeah, sure. Anodization is basically a dyeing process of aluminum. So like if you look up for anodization, there is literally a Wikipedia article that says it's an electrolytic passivation process used to increase the thickness of the natural oxide layer on the surface of metal parts. So in this case, the metal part, the surface of the metal part that we're talking about is aluminum. And we're talking about basically aluminum oxide, right? So you're basically, so you can imagine that you have like a porous surface, right, on your metal. Anodizing comprises you're putting that metallic surface into this big bath where there is dye, like there's dye dissolved in this bath, and the dye basically goes into those pores, and then it gets sealed by this electrolytic process. So that's anodizing. It's a way to protect the metallic surface from oxidizing over time, because if it gets exposed to air and like foreign substances, it will oxidize over time, right? So anodizing is a form of protecting the metal. E-coat is, if I recall correctly, it's electrophoretic coating, right? Yeah, so E-coat is a surface coating technology. Here it is. I'll just link you to the ScienceDirect.com page. Surface coating technology for conductive materials and is applied to magnesium alloys for corrosion protection. So it's another form of it's another form of depositing, right? It's done a bit differently though. So you can think of E-coat as a separate layer being passed on top, deposited on top of the aluminum surface, whereas anodizing is putting the dye inside of the aluminum itself, like onto the aluminum itself, like the pores of the aluminum surface. So you could think that anodization is a process that's done directly onto the aluminum as a substrate, whereas E-coat or Cerakote or other kind of coating processes are a way of covering the material. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. That is exactly right. All of them can strip, though. Like, all of them, if you cause enough damage, they'll strip. Yeah. Like, if you bang them against something harder, like, let's say steel, or if you scratch them using another metallic tool or something, they'll scratch. It'll come off. But science experiment with a battery in high school chem has made anodization kind of stick in my head permanently. Yeah, same. Are you saying my anoboard won't survive an acid bath? Depends on the strength of the acid, but probably not. Alright, let's test the stabs first. Which one strips quicker under regular use due to skin oils? I would say skin oil doesn't do anything to aluminum. Yeah, that's right. Or at least anodized aluminum, because there's no oxidizing, right? because anodizing itself is protecting the aluminum from oxidizing. So there's nothing like skin oils doing anything to the aluminum. That said, if the anodizing job is poor, like very poor, it almost like rubs off because it's like a dye, right? It means it's not properly sealed. I've seen that happen. I've seen like anodizing that kind of like it's almost looks like it's bleached out, and that's probably because it was not sealed properly. It's very rare to see that. I haven't really seen that. Duck ano? I actually don't think I've seen duck ano do that. Duck ano is actually okay. Duck ano is actually the only thing about duck ano is that it's the grit of the sandblasting medium that they use is a bit more coarse. Yeah. You can also bleach aluminum and like anodizing if you have like LEDs on. Do you know that? You can UV bleach your metals or your anodizing. If you like leave like your underglow and it's very close to that metallic surface, the UV will eventually bleach out the metal. Because every single light source has a small amount of UV component. What about PVD coating? I actually don't know the spec. I mean, I know what PVD is, but I don't know like what the difference is going to be. Like PVD, like so. Because PVD is like physical vapor deposition, if I recall correctly. It's like you vaporize something and then you insert and then you coat it on top. So so PVD tends to be more difficult, I think, if I recall correctly. It has like bigger error rates because that vaporizing process and putting them in like, because you have to like put in like some sort of like vacuum where you have this vapor and then the vapor has to like coat the entire surface. It tends to have bigger error rates. So PVD parts tend to have a lot more problems, at least in terms of like manufacturing and finishing. What's the best method to change aluminum anodized color? Oh, you have to strip it. So you gotta sandblast it. You have to blast away the aluminum so that whole layer of anodized surface gets stripped off, and then you have to coat it again. Re-anodize it. Yep. Strip and paint like car paint. Yep. That's. You don't always have to sandblast? I mean, sure, you could reverse chemically, but it requires... Unless you own a... unless you own a facility that's able to do that, right? Or like you have the resources to chemically do that. Like you could chemically reverse processes, sure, but it's a lot more expensive to reverse things that are not supposed to be reversible. So... Spray paint it? I mean, yeah, anodizing can be expensive. You could also consider like Cerakoting, powder coating, many options. Yeah, painting, sure. Does caustic sandblast or use an etching solution? I don't know. You can ask him. Yeah, it requires a lot of electrochemistry knowledge because anodizing is an electrochemical reaction process. Cherry gave away space rares that say 69 on it. Nice. What was the point of that specifically? To celebrate 69 years of existence? Nice. Cool. Didn't know. Alright, cool. I think they sound fine. If anything, I'll just touch up on them later if I have to, but I think otherwise they sound good. Alright, let's see. Would anyone recommend 3204 for linears? Yeah, I have a lot of boards with 3204. Pretty nice. It's just a bit thinner than 205. I actually am looping more with 205 lately, not because I have too much 205. I mean, sometimes because I do think I have a lot of 205, but also because I have a lot of boards with 3204. So I was like, oh, might as well have something different. So yeah, 205, 3204, either works for me. About the same for me because now I kind of just adjust the amount of lube I apply to things. Are most of your personal boards 3204? I don't know actually. I'm pretty sure I don't know if I have it documented. Let me see. Yeah, I have more boards with 3204 than 205. That's for sure. Oh yeah, for Topre I don't use 205 on sliders, you know, housings. My song you made for me at 3204 with alpacas? Yeah. So this one has 205 for these alpacas. So yeah, I kind of change it up. I pretty much just do it based on my mood, to be honest. I just look at it, I'm like, 205 or 3204. Either way works, but yeah. I think nowadays I'm okay with 205 because I can make it about as thin as it feels like with 3204, so it kind of doesn't matter. I think Alex actually says the same thing. Sheesh, with the matching alpaca stabilizers, yeah. Scared to try 3204 because if I like it, I want to rebuild everything I have. Oh, I see. Flip a coin? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Would you recommend lubing silent tactiles like U4? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, okay. Big disclosure on switches. I honestly recommend lubing every single switch you have. I can't think of a situation where you shouldn't lube a switch, unless it already has a lot of like you know, pre-lubed stuff. But generally speaking, can't hurt. I don't believe in stock switches. Yeah, Alps. I mean, you still technically lube them. You can lube the springs. You can still dry lube the sliders. Even clickies. As long as you don't touch the click jacket, should be okay. I mean, they're factory lube. You mean Alps? I mean, yeah, but if they're old enough, that's probably worn out by then. or if they've like, you know, been exposed to environmental factors. Would you say it's best to lube over the pre-lube of Gat Milky Yellow Pros? That kind of depends on preference. You might want to just try lubing over and see how you like it, and if you don't, try wiping it off. I mean, even wiping it off with like a, you know, paper towel or tissue is gonna remove a bunch of that. And then try lubing, and then see how it goes. Yeah. So for example, like I think I had one batch of was it lavender switches? I think lavenders. I had a batch of lavenders that had quite a bit of factory lube, so I wiped those off. I just grabbed a few paper towel pieces and just wiped off the stems with them, and then I lubed on top after that. So yeah, it kind of depends. You just have to take a look. You have to open them up and take a look. Won't know until you do it. I think factory lube these days is much more consistent. I do think, like, for example, Gateron has much more consistent factory lube application that I've seen in a lot of Gateron switches. Pretty good. I don't know about JWK. I've seen a lot of dry JWK switches nowadays too, though. So a bit fewer switches that I've seen that have factory lube. I mean, Alpaca's factory lube is actually pretty good overall. You just have to like the switch. Wait, Alpacas have lube? Yeah, they do. A teeny bit, but they do. Oop. Keep dropping switches today. Yeah, they have a tiny bit of lube on the stem, pretty sure. But Alpacas, for example, it's not that significant amount of lube on the switches that I lube over them, and it's not a problem. I don't know why, but I'm really into scratchy sounding and feeling switches. Great. That's fine. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, nothing wrong with having a preference. Scratchy switches are the best. It's like mini tactility. Yeah. Oh wait, so let me check the bottom row for this. So I think maybe this one. Have to test it out first. Oh, what is happening? Go get some NK creams for this scratchy. I mean, you could just use cherry. they're kind of, they have a little bit of scratch. Let's see. Where do you get your artisan keycaps? From artisan keycap makers. So you can check out artisancollector.com and keycap archivist. Is it keycap dash archivist? Yeah, keycap dash archivist.com and artisancollector.com are pretty good places where you can kind of get introduced to artisan keycaps. But basically, they're both websites that kind of feature a lot of artisans. So I get them directly from makers who sell them through raffles. All right, cool. Turn back now. That is good advice, though. They get very expensive very quickly. So if you're joining artisans, welcome, and I'm sorry, I guess. You're better off without them, probably, but you know, it's up to you. I already have some. I'm already lost. That's fine. We admit, fellow Stockholm Syndrome folks here. Artisans end up being more expensive than keyboards? Yeah, can confirm. Well, I don't buy artisans, like singular artisans that end up being more expensive than keyboards overall, as far as single items, but that said, overall, yeah, it piles up very quickly, so it gets pretty expensive pretty quickly. Yellow, hello, arigato, Roboto, how are you? How's it going? Resin addiction. Yeah, it's more so that the expenses pile up quickly. All right, time to solder. Resin is so lit. Ankit, a changed person. Anki taking over Wappa for wins. BRB dog walk sounds good. Alright, folks. So let's get this soldered really quick. Should be fast. Resin sounds like a drug to me from these comments. I mean, it can be if you're careless about it. I mean, only you have the ability to control your own budget, and you know, so it's up to you. If I ever get into resin, you know the world is nearing its end. What budget? The budget that you spend to go on trips to Korea with Eric. What's up, Nacho? How's it going? Alright, folks. The budget's up to raffles, not yourself. That's true. Better than spending on resin, I guess? Yeah. Probably. Why, hello there. Agile 1, hello. How's it going? Lurking and I thought I heard my name. Oh yeah, there's another Nacho. There's like 5 different ones out there probably. So unfortunately you'll hear your name every so often. We'll be shipping out on Monday, Diego? Oh, no worries, dude. Oh yeah, I shipped yours out today. I'll send you tracking later. Alright, let's do some quick announcements of stuff for sponsors. So as you know, a bunch of sponsors support this channel. And over the course of the week, we've seen a few new things. I'm just gonna go kind of like out of order, as in like I'm just gonna go in not in alphabetical order, but just kind of like in the order I remember them. So first item, Matrix, the Matrix 6XV something. Is it 1.0, 2.0? I don't know. It's the new Matrix board. 6XV 3.0, my bad. Corsa is currently live on Novelties. So if you haven't checked out the new Matrix boards, it's basically a 65% with a corner blocker, where the corner blocker has been replaced with an OLED screen, which is kind of neat. There are a lot of color options, and you can purchase that at Novelties and as well as other vendors if you happen to be abroad, like not in the US specifically. But yeah, that board is currently live on Group Buy. The contest is also live on Novelties Discord server, that's right, as Soren says. So there is actually a Discord server for Novelties, and over there is a contest for, you can either write a story, you can either create art, anyway, you can participate on different categories, and winners of those categories can get a set of PBT's Spellbook. PBT Spellbook, if you haven't seen that set, is a pretty cool set. It's kind of like beige and with colorful accents too. And Sup Legends. But yeah, pretty nice set though. You can check out the contest over at Novelties Discord server. The rules are all outlined there, and there are several categories that you can choose to participate in. You don't have to participate in all 3 of them or anything like that. Yes, you can also get vinyl runs. So it's pretty nice. Why are they showing different colors of the Corsa but you can only order 2 colors, black and silver? Isn't there like a standard edition and like a something different edition? You might have to pick the other one, right? And thanks for the link, Soren. Yeah, you have to choose the other version. Pretty sure. The standard is only black and silver. Yeah. All right. So if you didn't know, Canon Keys is going to be holding sales every weekend to be specific. And so right now they have this sale for a bundle where it's an obliterated 75, a 75% keyboard bundle, where you can get keyboard stabs, switches, and keycaps for as little as like $200 and some, which is pretty nice. That's pretty good deals over at Canon Keys. So if you are curious, or like maybe you wanted to buy a custom keyboard kit for a friend or something like that, for a good deal, Canon Keys will be holding sales throughout pretty much the entire season. So yeah, check them out. I mean, their newsletter also drops details on all that. But yeah, I think last week we had a devastating TKL bundle. This week we have the 75% bundle. So yeah, and the deals are pretty good. Alright, let me run over other details, of course. Last stream we talked about the new quote-unquote new Nixies, which are officially they're called the Cherry MX Black clear top switches. Those are currently on pre-order at Novelties for 60 cents per switch, and they come in packs of 36, I believe. You can pre-order those right now, and you would be receiving those in the first quarter of 2023. So they're not currently in stock, just so you know. And those are the dry version, so that means it's the not lubricated version of the Switch. So you would have to, if you want to lubricate those switches, you would have to do it yourself. And regardless, I would recommend doing it anyway. But just so you know. What's your opinion on the Irene switches? I have no idea what the Irene switches even are, so I can't tell you. You say Irene switches, and I have no idea what they are. Because I can't keep track of all these new switches nowadays. There's so many. There's so many. Oh, E-switches, haha. Yeah. If you didn't know, this past week, PFU Fujitsu / HHKB released their Snow keycap blank and printed sets over at FujitsuScanStore.com. So if you do have an HKB and you want to replace keycaps with some Snow blanks or Snow printed caps, they are available over at FujitsuScanStore.com/keyboards. Pretty cool. Honestly, no one knew that this was going to be an offering until recently, and the fact that it's no longer a limited offering is pretty nice. So yeah, a lot of people have imported from Japan as well. You have that option too if you really want it. It can end up being cheaper, but if you don't want to fuss over that trouble of importing, you can always go through the direct store here in North America, which is FujitsuScanStore.com. But yeah, Irene switch, nylon top ink, bottom housing, polished palm stem, GAT yellow spring switch. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds alright. There was also, let's see, Jimkey Striker extras. Okay, nothing there. CBB had a small release of the G print mats. If you don't know, that's the Goyard print small desk mats. I think I should have some arriving soonish. I think they recently shipped. I still haven't gotten them yet, but those are up on the CB Planet website. CB Planet, of course, offers discounts on using code Lightning or for any in-stock items, and you can also order plates at a discount as well if you need to have any custom order plates for your keyboards. Yeah, that's assuming you have the keyboard part file for it. But yeah, I think that's the only announcements I have for last week. Otherwise, I highly suggest checking out, for you to check out the store, like different stores of the different sponsors that we have here in this channel. Like for example, today we're using these Alpacas and Durock V2 Alpaca Edition stabilizers, which are both being sold at primekb.com/lightning, so you can purchase cool stabs and switches like that over there. So yeah. CB not in New Jersey anymore? Yeah, true. They moved to California. So of course it's Irene, so I cop some. Shipping soon, Smoch. Yeah, see? So if Eric makes fun of me for being into resin, I can make fun of Eric for being into K-pop. Say something is related to K-pop that of a K-pop idol that he likes, and he'll be like, okay, honey. And he'll just go and buy them because K-pop. Cotton 4K. GG. Didn't Eric win to operate resin yesterday? He did. He did. Holy fuckerinos. Alright, yeah, so that's all the announcements I got, but check out sponsors, exclamation sponsors, if you want to check out all the links. Obviously, for any purchases you make that using the affiliate links, I'll get a small kickback, and it costs nothing to you. So if you do use them, I would appreciate it, but if not, that's alright. Alright, I think I'm done soldering. That was... yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Rip to the long sponsor message. Well, I just figure out do it about as long as the you know, the soldering time. So that's all. That's the only reason why. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's test the board first. I mean, if you want me to bring a long sponsor message, I could do that, but it's way too long, isn't it? Also, kind of. I think people can search for themselves too, so I don't think it's necessary. Had some watermelon green tea. It was freaking good. Ooh, that sounds yummy. That sounds refreshing, especially for a hot day like today. It's actually pretty warm today. All right, cool. It works. How big is the space bar? 625. 625. Definitely the less popular choice for bottom row. But don't blame me. Yeah, if you use 7U, it's like it's kind of like Bauer blockers, so you get the like symmetrical control alt blockers, but not in this case specifically. All right, so okay, so how does this? Is this burger mount? So am I supposed to stick these to the? Let's see, because I have so many of these. So am I supposed to stick 8 of these and then 8 on top? And then put the screw in, I guess. Like basically isolate the whole screw with the little adhesive gasket thingies. It's kind of or I guess I can just stick it to the plate. I guess that's the easiest way. Is that how it's supposed to work here? Yeah, I could just put it on the plate. That's what I was gonna do. Okay, I guess I'll do that. How's the new Nixies? How do they compare to Gateron switches? They're more expensive than Gateron switches, but not. Well, I guess not all. I guess there's some Gateron switches that are pretty expensive. Like Inks are still pretty pricey. They are decently smooth. I would say Gateron still tends to do a better job in terms of stock smoothness. But if you're gonna lube anyway, kind of about the same. But they do have milky tops. That's kind of cool. Vendor, I saw $1 each for Nixies. Huh. I wonder if that has to do with the cost for them to import or something. But they're 60 cents each on novel keys. They sell them in packs of 36. The new Nixies are cherry black clear top. Being sold in packs of 100 equals 99 US? Huh. Isn't that still kind of pricey? Didn't bother to check shipping? That's kind of crazy. So why packs of 100? Packs of 100 sounds very inefficient. Me parece increíble que puedas cambiar de idioma con tanta facilidad, amigo. ¿Eres un genio? No. Para nada, amigo. Packs of 100 would piss me off. Same. It's like you have a bunch of odd ones out after you put them on a board. Like, what? Get a bunch of random leftovers. Not to mention expensive. Alright. Now, alright, I guess I, put the plate screws first. Yeah. Hongshu evening, hello. Can't we stick with 70 and 90? Yeah, seriously, huh? They sell them in packs of 100 because you know what the users will have to cherry pick? Kinda bad argument to make anyway. Why not just sell them in smaller packs and have them purchase one extra pack? Instead of forcing people to buy packs of 100. Oh, it was a pun. Oh, I mean, yeah. We know that. But you know, still bad argument. Doesn't matter. Pun or not, bad argument. Packs of 10 best? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's nice if you can have packs of 10, yeah. Okay, just 2 pieces of aluminum here. The 35 pack situation bothers me as a 75% user. So 75% and TKL is essentially the same thing, right? Because they use about 80 some switches. So I could see it being irritating for any of those two parties. Did you join AKB Vero? No. I did not, no. I prefer 40 over 35. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to strike a balance with everything, but yeah, packs of 10 would be kind of nice, to be honest. Just pick the right number of packs. It's so easy. But I get it why vendors don't want to do that either. It's annoying. It's annoying either way. What's the best way to do it? I don't know. I mean, ideally, yeah, just do packs of 10 or something. Or packs of 12, or I don't know, whatever it is. 18 is nice because it can hit everything, I think. I see. $50, $70, $90, $110. Less packaging waste and hits most layouts. Yeah, I actually do think that's probably the nicest way to just be comprehensive in terms of coverage. But yeah, I do understand the vendors wanting to have one SKU. So that basically you can have them pre-packaged beforehand. It is true that it would be less waste though. It depends on the vendor, but yeah. Some EU vendors doing pack of 1. What? So they're just hand counting them basically. I guess that's fine if you have a small number of orders or something like that. Does it not catch properly? Gian, you can order 1 switch at a time as well? Interesting. Interesting. Have you gotten to build a board with the really small DBs yet? Which really small ones? I'm not sure which really small ones. This is that has been the pretty standard size for a while, but if you're talking about really small, like maybe what should I call it? Like I mean, like the doll had like a wider, like a longer one. I think doll is the same as Jaguar, really similar. I see. Yeah, there's been a few boards that have had like differently shaped daughter boards, yeah. Not too many though. Okay, I'll just do the rest, I think, here. Did I miss anything? No, not really. Oh, Epsilon. Hello, Epsi. How's it going? Epsi with the raid. Come get your Pepsi. I like Pepsi. I think I do like regular Coca-Cola more than Pepsi, but yeah, Pepsi's good. Hello. How's it going? What do you do today, Epsi? I'm gonna give my second reminder of the day that y'all who are in the US should go vote this coming week. Please. Alright, all done. What should we do for keycaps? Oh, actually, never mind. EPP. Extra previous, please. Actually, I picked a sandstorm, so we can do a sandstorm for the midterms. Yep. midterm election. But it's kind of important because that means potential for things to flip around. Keep streamer reminding us about politics. It's civic duty, my friend. Civic duty. Is it politics really? Just reminding you about exercising your right as a citizen to participate in a democratic process that you as a citizen have a right to participate in. It's very important. Politics aside, Diego, please do not tell me I have freedom of speech. I will cancel you. Yeah, GG. Alright. WTF is a midterm election. Midterm election is basically elections for positions that finish in the middle of let's say presidential term or such. And a lot of the times it means that control over certain aspects of things may switch, like parties, for example, or alignments, based on the people who get elected and so on. But anyway, so let me go get Sandstorm. I actually need to go find that set, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Living in iceberg land. Let me see. I don't remember what so is this is 1.5 U, right? Okay, so this is kind of confusing. I'll just do starting to drink more tea again. I like tea. I drink a lot of tea. Got a high-res version of chatting from the original creator. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. So is it time to remake Miyago chatting? Poggers. That's awesome. Chatting in 4K. QWERTY you. Okay. Citron tea is pretty good. Oh! Hi Luna, what's up? You joining us today? You wanna say hi? Oh no. Okay, bye. What's up with Luna? New adopted pet? Yeah, my roommate adopted a cat. Oh, yeah, she's very skittish though, so she doesn't like, she likes roaming around, but she doesn't like us being too close. I'm not sure if you can see her right there. Right here. See? Right here. That's Luna. She's a void cat. Give Luna treats. So actually, so it's funny. She doesn't like treats. She doesn't like treats much. Like she doesn't eat much. She only likes eating like at night, and that's it. She doesn't eat too much. She doesn't like treats. She's pretty picky. Weird. She's cutting, she's on the grind. Yeah. Man, it's been a while since I've seen Sandstorm. I think I had it on a different. I had it on the camo filter for a bit, and then I kind of didn't take it off until like more recently. So, you know what? I put in a separate board. Oh. What are you doing, Luna? Trying to find a way? Silly cat. Have you seen the clip of the cat getting jump scared by a stuffed tiger? Crazy cat, you make me look bad? Not really. She's pretty chill. She's so chill. I'm the one who looks bad. She's fine. She's chillin'. Where's some of the other letters here? Okay. Where's page up? Is this one? Okay, here. Have you challenged yourself using an ortho board? Yeah, I actually owned the Planck for like 3.5 years. I was just not fast enough to use it. Like, it was just slow, and I was just not very good at using it. But I did have it for like 3 years. 3.5 years? Something like that. It was like a wooden Planck case with DSA HANA. It's really cute, actually. Isn't that what you gave to your girlfriend? No, she owns a plank herself. Like that's not like she is like built with Vin Blacks, and that's her preference. Hi. Bye. Okay. Wait, you got a girlfriend? Yeah, where do you think Kiwi came from? I don't have 2 cats. I'm only taking care of one. Anyway. Alright. Shall we put some artisans on this? Let's see. Let's see. What to put on this? Sandstorm. Sandstorm. This kind of goes fine with it, actually. Kind of a weird Cosmo. Why not? Kiwi's so cute. Yeah, Kiwi's adorable. I'm gonna put this other one. Yes, I'm the girlfriend. Cap a legend. Easy clapo. Easy clupo. Alright. Let's try it out. Alright, let's try this out. Okay, so let's give this a shot, friends. So here, right now, we have a an Alchemist Keyboards Ella, and this is currently built with alpacas on an aluminum plate. There is no foam or anything of the sort, and yeah, so we're gonna try this out. This is Jim Key Sandstorm on, for the key set. And yeah, alpacas on aluminum on a AKB Ella. Here you go. Sounds pretty good. No foam and no anything. And it, oh, hi. Okay, well, Luna's just chilling over there. She just came in out of nowhere. It's very expressive today. Alright. But yeah, it's pretty good. It sounds actually really nice. Pretty typical kind of alpaca-like sound. Where's JD Cam? It's over on the right, on the left side here. You can probably see Luna there. Oh, there she is. She went to the window. Anyway. Hi, Luna. I'm gonna let her be. Alright, here are the mods. And there it is. Sounds pretty good. Honestly, super solid sounding board. Like the fact that, yeah, like the space on the inside's perfect for it. The board itself is not very heavy. It actually is an all aluminum case. Doesn't have an internal weight. Doesn't have an external weight. Doesn't have any kind of extra accents like brass. Nothing. It's all aluminum. And here we have Luna walking past the JD cam right there. And yeah. So yeah, it sounds great. I'm a fan. I like how this sounds overall, especially with the alpacas here. You know, actually, what board sounded kind of similar to this? The Box 75 kind of sounded like this too. It was also all aluminum, 75%. Sounded very similar to this, all aluminum, like all aluminum plate as well. But yeah, it sounded kind of similar to this, but it was pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. Pretty good. Does it sound better than Tomo? I would say it just depends on your switches. I think Tomo sounded good too. I would say Tomo is a bit more spacious on the inside. So I think maybe Tomo might sound a little bit more like roomy than this. This one kind of sounds like it has pretty tight spacing on the inside. But you know, pros and cons. Tomo also has like a different layout, slightly different layout too, right? So it's like depends on what you like. But I also only tried the Tomo with the polycarb plate, so I think it would be a matter of trying the alu plate for me to actually know what the Tomo sounds like with an alu plate, but I haven't, so yeah. Yep. Alright. So let's I need an alu plate for Tomo. For some idiotic reason I got 2 polycarbs. Maybe you thought it came with alu and you bought poly? I don't know. Alright. So let's just show off what the board looks like up close. So here is the this is the AKB Ella up close, all black, really nice. I really like how the curve looks on the back. The side is like a very nice sleek side profile. It's a very nice smooth curve that just kind of starts like right in the maybe like the 2/3 line here at the bottom line, but really nice and smooth. Very nice. Nicely chamfered too, so that it doesn't feel sharp. So that's a nice part here. Yeah, it just doesn't feel very sharp because the chamfers are really nicely done here. Nice chamfer and then nice filleting over here. But it's just like a very nice and seamless kind of curve. I do like the type of feet that they use. These rectangular feet, they go in kind of nicely. But yeah, it's a pretty sleek board. From the front, like that. I know it's very smudged right now. That's probably because I have like sweaty hands. But it looks pretty good. Hawk chamfer, yeah. But yeah, that's what it looks like from the bottom. Has just the Alchemist Keyboards logo, which looks pretty sleek. But yeah. James Feet TM. Yeah. I heard that it's like the bump ones that they carry, right? Yeah. Kind of look at it from the front too here. Oop. So yeah, slightly different color, like to see from the front. So that's how it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty nice. Alright. I love scoops, me too. I'm a scoop person. I mean, bars are fine, but I prefer scoops. Just how they feel. Alright. Well, friends, I think that's all I have for today. I don't have anything else. So, let me see. Is anybody streaming at the moment? It probably is. It's the weekend. There are in fact 2 PC plates. Rate keeps and code? Oh, keeps and code. Keeps and code. I don't see them here, but are they live right now? Keeps and code. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, cool. They're building a Nasu. All right, we can go raid up Keeps and code. Yeah. But yeah, so next time, I need to see what I'm gonna build. But if I have a chance, I might build the 4398, which is large, kind of like 1800 style layout by 43 Studio. It was a run, like a small, like in stock buy, and then like a small group buy, I think in China. And then I still actually have to finish some switches for that, so I'm not sure yet. But otherwise, I think I'll be building a TGRJ V2C pretty soon. So there will be that sometime next week. And then the Spurno 59, which is like a 60% with arrow keys, is also coming up soon for a build. So yeah. That are personal? No, none of these are personal boards, so yeah. Alright, let's go raid. Keeps and code. Say Miyaga raid. Let's just say pick one, keeps or code. Alright, friends. Whew, it's hot. It's hot in this room. Alright, friends. I'll catch you guys later. I gotta go because I have to go feed Kiwi. He's gonna yell at me as soon as I arrive. His feeding time is I'm a little late for that, so as soon as I get in, like, he's gonna be like, "Mah!" And I'm gonna, yeah, and he's gonna be demanding for food, so I'll have to peace out. Sorry, friends. I'll see you later. Love to stream for longer, but can't. Bye-bye. Have a good one. I'll pet him for y'all. Take it easy.